Hello students, I welcome you for the practical session for the subject control system 2. The very first experiment that we will see today is plotting of discrete time waveforms. In this experiment we will see how we can plot different discrete time waveforms with the help of MATLAB. I know that right now you are not having any access to the MATLAB software, but the same can be done with the online MATLAB available on the internet. So that I will demonstrate to you. The guidelines for the experiment are you are supposed to complete the write-up uh, as per the points given below. Write down the title, aim, software requirement, theory, problem statement and its solution. So you need to write a problem and you need to solve it, and the same you need to plot on the graph paper so that you can verify your waveform with the waveform that you will get after simulation. Simulation code is to be written on the online MATLAB platform. Then you run the MATLAB code and the waveform will be generated. You need to take the snapshot of the same and attach it to your file, main file. Write down your observation and conclusion and submit the complete write-up. These are the guidelines for submitting the write-up. Learning outcomes for this experiment are after the successful completion of this experiment, you will be able to plot continuous time signals using MATLAB. As we know that there is a continuous time signal and discrete time signal. So you will be able to plot continuous time signal and obtain the discrete time version of the same signal, same continuous time signal for different sampling periods. So by changing the sampling period, you can get different versions of discrete time signal. Complete step 1 and 2 using MATLAB Simulink. So the same thing can be done with the MATLAB codes and MATLAB Simulink script file and the Simulink. So these are the learning outcomes for today's practical session. Aims are to plot a given signal on a graph paper by using different values of the time. So if it is a sine wave, you are supposed to plot it on the graph paper, or step wave, or say exponential wave. So that you are supposed to plot on a graph paper. To generate the same signal in MATLAB and obtain the sampled version using the MATLAB code and verify the result, and complete step 2 using MATLAB Simulink. So these are the aims of our experiment. Software requirement is obvious, MATLAB, computer system with the MATLAB, Simulink, MATLAB Simulink toolbox, control system toolbox and DSP toolbox. So I know that you don't have any access to the MATLAB software at home. So the same thing can be done with the MATLAB Live Editor. These are the two video links. You can go through these videos and you can learn how MATLAB Live Editor can be used to simulate the examples. There are some limitations with the Simulink, but we can simulate our example or our numerical with the help of MATLAB script file. So how to do that, I will demonstrate to you. So theory, in the theory it is expected that you write the answer to following questions. The first question is, what is the need of signal processing? Why signal processing is required? So as you can as you recall uh, our theoretical discussion related to this topic, signal processing is nothing but converting analog signal into a digital signal and then digital signal to the analog signal. So why that is required? What is the signal processing principle in analog to digital converter, and what is the signal processing principle in digital to analog converter? So that you can explain with the block diagram and the expected signals at the end of each block. So that is expected in the theory part of this write-up. So you can write it on your own. You can refer some standard textbooks for the same. Procedure is solve the numerical on the notebook and draw waveform on the graph paper. That is the very first thing. Open the link given below. This link is given. So you need to open this link on the browser. Write your code and run the simulation file. Observe the effect of change in the sampling period. Take a snapshot of the same and write observations and conclusion. So here this will be the view of live MATLAB editor where you can write your values and you can simulate it. Shortly I will explain you. So our first numerical is consider the instantaneous voltage signal. V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Vm is 230 root 2 volt and f is 50 hertz. Plot this signal using the MATLAB commands for 3 cycles and then sample with the sampling period of Ts 0.0001 second. Generate the same signal using MATLAB Simulink. Try using different sampling periods. So this is the first problem that we will be discussing, just plotting the sine wave. So for sine wave, we know this is the expression for the sine wave, Vm sin omega t. So we need to have the value of Vm, maximum value of the voltage. This small v is instantaneous value of the voltage. Vm is 230 into root 2 and omega is 2 pi f. Omega is angular frequency, right? Radian per second. So omega is 2 pi f. So f is 50 hertz. So using that we can calculate omega, and t is the time that will be changing from 0 to what? Here it is mentioned that plot the signal using MATLAB commands for 3 cycles. So when I say 50 hertz, it is having the time period of 20 milliseconds. When I say 50 hertz, time period is 20 milliseconds. So when I say 3 cycles, it will be 60 milliseconds. So we need to plot the waveform for 60 milliseconds. We need to plot waveform for 60 milliseconds and the sampling period. So for continuous time, we can do with this, but when we are sampling, the sampling period is given as 0.0001 seconds. So generate the same signal using MATLAB Simulink. So we have understood the problem. Now you can plot this on the graph paper with these values. And if I want to simulate this, then what we will have to write? We will have to write what is Vm. Vm is 230 into square root of 2. This is the code which is actually to be written on the live MATLAB editor. F is 50 hertz. Omega is 2 pi f. This time is ranging from 0 to although we have mentioned 3 cycles, but here we have taken 4 cycles. So when I say 4 cycles, it will be 20 into 4, that is 80 milliseconds. So we have taken 4 cycles from 0 to 80 milliseconds or 0.08 seconds, and with the sampling period as 0.001, 0.001, that is the time, right? That is the time. Here in this example, it is mentioned that sampling period should be this one, 0.0001. But here I have taken for our understanding as 0.001. We can change this. We can change and we can observe the changes. After that, once the values are entered, we need to plot this. So plot figure 1, plot the continuous waveform t comma v. So t is time on the x-axis, v is the voltage, v is given here, right? This one. So if we plot this, we will get the continuous time waveform, and to get the discrete time waveform, the command is stem t comma v, stem t comma v. So if we run this, then we can get waveform like this. Then we can get waveforms like this. So this is a continuous time waveform, sinusoidal waveform, and this is a discrete time version of the same. Discrete time version of the same. So if we want to complete this experiment, then how we can do that? Just I will show you. So what we need to do is we need to if we see the procedure, we need to refer to this, open the link given below and run the online course.